literally, the old saying goes, we reap what we sow in good ways and bad ways. And if you want people to greet you with loyalty and respect and you want blessings, then you have to be a blessing. You have to give the same thing that you want in return. And that's how it works, you know? But you can't expect blessings in your life and you're cursing yourself by burning loved ones, burning people who are actually loyal and faithful and true and honest to you. You can't get nowhere by doing that. Like, it's not going to happen. And I wanted to say that because I know a lot of people who believe in treachery, believe in, getting over on their native man, so to speak, homeboys, and they expect blessings from it. You don't get no blessings from that family. You know what I mean? Don't nothing good come from stepping on someone who actually laid out a way for you, or trying to deceive someone who don't know no better. You know what I mean? And you taking advantage of. You don't get blessings that way. You can say, "Oh, I got over, I got down," but all of that is coming back. That's one thing that I realize in life, man. Certain things are like boomerangs. You throw it out there, it's going to come back, and it might not come back the way that you threw it out there. You know what I mean? You might get caught off guard and get hit upside the head. That's life. And but I'm gonna tell you that what really amazes me is that a lot of times family or people who think they know you, a distant family, they tend to cross the line more than a stranger would, because I don't know, maybe they think that because you family, you're supposed to have, more tolerance for them, or they should be able to do you like that, and you're supposed to say, "Oh man, that's family, man. I'm just gonna cut them off." Like I don't know. Sometimes it can be family that'll really push that thin line, man, that you have to cut off quickly, and that'll cause more damage than a stranger. You know what I mean? And I have learned that in life. Like, it is what it is. Like, just dealing with people, and I have had more heartaches and more pain, as a man dealing with family, some type of family, some type of extension of family. You know, from distant to close. I have had more heartbreaks from family, and because maybe sometimes you don't expect them to do you certain ways, because they family, and then, like I say, people that want blessings, they tend to curse themselves by stepping on their own family. Someone that would have gave their lives for them, they would, throw under the bus, so to speak. So I just wanted to say, man, if you really want blessings in your life, if you really want, God to shower blessings on you, then you can't go around cursing yourself by doing wrong to your fellow man. Like, you can't go around thinking that your stuff don't stink, and it do. You know what I mean? Like, you have to you have to play the game correctly, or it will bite you. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I learned about life and about growing and dealing with people, that if you don't respect it, if you don't respect the legacy of those that's before you, and you don't pay homage, and you don't, respect those who coming up under you, because, you know, an old king most definitely give the seat up to a new king. You know what I mean? So we have to be humble and just realize that everybody got their chances to grow. Salute, salute. What's up with it now? And I realize that every stage, we have stages. And I want to share a story with you real quick before I let y'all go, because me just thinking about this. I see across the street over here. I don't know what's going on, family, but a lot of police just popped up. I wonder if I can flip this camera. Hold up, let me see if I can flip this. I don't know what they got going on over here. Maybe they thought somebody was breaking in or something. I don't know. But anyways, I want to share a story with you. King Saul was an old king who actually inherited Israel, and when he inherited Israel, he was actually his time was about to be up, and he had to pass it on to a new king. And he really didn't like it. He wanted to kill the king. He wanted to do something to the king because the situation wasn't pleasant to him because he was going to have to give it up. And most people don't like to give up, when they're in a good position. And you got this new king come up, but he got a good heart. How some of these youngsters that come up, man, they got good hearts. You know what I mean? They just trying to do what's right, trying to find their way, you know. And instead of the old king, grabbing them and helping him find his way, he tried to destroy the young king, even though that he offered him to come in and sit at the table, but he really didn't want him to sit at the table. You know what I mean? So what God did and allowed the old king to get removed due to his own trickery, and that new king came in and was able to even calm the spirit of the old king. And it's amazing how God can use somebody that you trying to kill, you trying to step on, to actually come in your life and bring you some peace, you know. So just watch who you stepping on, you know what I mean? But King Saul got replaced. He didn't just give the crown up when it's time to pass it on. So, we have to be wise, and we have to realize that if we want blessings, we have to be a blessing, and we have to be able to know how and when to pay homage to those who was before us, and to be able to honor our own words, and like big time, because honoring your word is big. And good things will come to you, but don't expect good things to come if you're dealing sideways. I seen something before I go. I wanted to make sure ha ha, I know you know it, most definitely. And you know what? It's crazy because David did some wonderful things, and David was able to sustain even though that Saul was trying to kill him. And in life, you're going to face people, family, kings, you're going to face people trying to take you out because you got a calling on your life. And all you doing is just trying to do you. You ain't trying to do nothing. You know what I mean? You're just trying to be you. And then you have some bitter kings sometimes, some bitter people that God will remove. Because if it's meant for you to be a king, if it's meant for you to rule, you're going to rule. Can nobody stop you from ruling? They can only try to slow down the process and try to linger it out a little bit, but we gonna shine, family, because it's meant. Everybody isn't meant to do certain things, but we're most definitely meant to survive and do great things when it's in. And if you're a king, man, you're gonna do great things. You just got to realize why you're doing and what you're doing it for. And I realize that now more than anything. So I just wanted to say that if you're gonna be, or if you're going to obtain a blessing that you really, really want, you're gonna have to be a blessing, family. You're gonna have to be a real blessing, and not practice treachery and deceive those who try to do right by you. You know what I mean? And that's the last thing you want, because I one thing I learned, man, you got people that do good to you, man. Do good by them, cause you ain't gonna do nothing but you ain't doing nothing but messing yourself up, man. Life is a circle. It's energy. You give off some negative, energy, and that's what's gonna come back. Ain't nothing wrong with getting, upset and mad and frustrated, but it's a way to handle everything, you know. So I just wanted to say that because it was something that been on my mind today, and I just been dealing with life and dealing with people and seeing truth about certain things and just being humble for the love and the support that I have received and just thinking about how life is. And sometimes you might not see the way out and still have a way out. You know what I mean? So I just want to say, you know what I mean, salute and blessings to everyone. I know it's been a while since I was able to go live. I'm actually around Wi-Fi at the moment where I'm at. I'm about to get ready to ride, so I wanted to come through and go live tonight. You know, in God's will, it's my last night here. Should be rocking out going to Georgia in the morning. Everything go right, so that's my plans. So you know, we're gonna keep it pushing, man, and you know, it's just a lot of things happened down there that made me be humble. It made me just see things. And, you know, we grow every day, family. We grow every day. And I push myself. You know, I don't know how things are going to go, but I try my best, man, and I learn. And I really believe that the fact that, I really believe the fact that I keep pushing myself and I believe that there's nothing I can't do gives me the opportunity to survive when things get hard. And I think that a lot of times people might think like, man, when you sleep, when you do this, sometimes, you know, I mean, like I've been down here, I did two 24-hour shifts where I just was working and, you know, I got a little tired and then I get my second wind and jump back on it, you know what I mean? But I got a goal, man, and I really want to accomplish something. And I've been hit a lot of stepping stones and a lot of frustrations but still I'm pushing because I know that it's meant for me to be a king, you know, and I know that it's going to be obstacles. It's going to be, you know, people try to keep me from being what's meant. But I know that once I get to a certain level, I'm gonna make sure that I'm bringing others with me. You know what I mean? Like it ain't meant for me just to sit there on the throne. It's meant for me to develop other young kings to rule, and not only in the area where I'm at, but everywhere. You know what I mean? So it's a bigger agenda. You know what I mean? But I know, you know, the things that I'm doing in my mom's house, getting it renovated so I can turn it into the headquarters. You know, I got to, in order for me to fully get focused and do the things that I'm trying to do, I got to get my things in line. And like I say, family, it's been challenging, but I'm in it for the long haul, you know, and I know that it's not meant for everybody to be doing it or they will be doing it. So they're not. So I understand. But everything is going to be all right, and I'm going to let y'all go. Hog on. Hey, hey.